Hello from snowy Georgia. We are experiencing some really inclement weather, unusual weather for us. It's very cold, very snowy, and the snow is beginning to change to sleet now. We are enjoying the safety and warmth of our home and our home together. And I've used this extra time away from school to work on some projects. As I think I mentioned in one of my previous posts, I'd lost my Latin notebook. This is my original Latin notebook, and with the Lord's help, I stumbled upon it and found it. It is sort of in disarray because I was in the process of splitting it into two notebooks. Typically, I have my syllabi over here. This is not one of mine. This is another sample syllabi. And then I have my divisions for my chapters. I also teach an online course, so I have to keep the paperwork there. So I've had just a lot of stuff stuck in here, and this represents years of work and rework. And I wanted to get it organized into semesters, to have a notebook for Latin 1 and then a notebook for the second semester in Latin 2. Well, I was really stressed when I lost it, and then I thought, well, I'll use this opportunity to rebuild and to make a new notebook, which I always enjoy doing anyway. So just as predicted, as soon as I began my replacement notebook, I found the original. That's how it always works. But I went ahead and continued with this to make it my Latin 2 notebook, and I've had so much fun with this. These scrapbooking pages are from Graphic 45's Secret Garden series, and they're based, of course, on the lovely children's novel. And I just want to show you how I've set it up. I think this really captures the essence of nerdiness, but I really had a great time doing it. And this theme has nothing to do with Latin, but I just thought it was so pretty. So anyway, and I want to say these notebooks, I went to purchase my notebooks, and just these little hidden blessings that pop up, they were all marked down dramatically in Office Max, so I was able to get those without too much of an expenditure. But on the inside, the first thing I did was to make a table of contents for the chapters that are included in this notebook in this second semester. And they're easy to change. I can add to them, take them away. And then what I did was I got a set of tabs to mark each chapter, and then enjoying the different pages so much from the Graphic 45 series, I made a division sheet with those using that. So I have to go back now and put chapter 8 in there. We are currently on chapter 9, so I described from the textbook what's in this chapter, what's in these, and then I went through and I'm putting in the assignments that I work through. I do type some things, but with Latin, with all the macrons and accent marks, it's really easier for me to do things by hand. So, and everything that I ask my students to do, I have done or will do again to help me remember how to do them. But anyway, the whole notebook will be full of all of these exercises. And I just want to show you, since Virginia's taping this for me, I just want to show you what the beautiful scrapbooking pages look like. They are so pretty. Here's another. Look at that. Those are just gorgeous, just gorgeous. And I had so much fun cutting them. I'm not real crafty, so this was a major accomplishment for me. But I really, really enjoyed it. I guess this is one of my favorites with the lavender, and there's the back. And each of these chapters, I think this will make it more fun for me to put in all of my materials instead of just putting them in a notebook. There, and here's the last one. And I have had approved Latin 3 and Latin 4 2 other semesters, so that will give me an excuse to do another notebook. If you're listening, you can hear my dogs barking in the background. They're probably chasing some errant piece of paper somewhere. But this has been a blessing to be at home and to work on these things. Organization is not my long suit by any stretch of the imagination. And I've tried to, over the years, for each course that I've taught, to prepare at least one notebook. None of them are this elaborate, but I have enjoyed over the years adding to them with newspaper clippings or magazine clippings, articles that I find. My sister-in-law gave me a really interesting article on the First Ladies and their various causes that I was able to add to my First Ladies notebook. So it's been a fun way for me to keep my notes and materials organized. And it's a way too that I can try to indulge that little bit of creativity that's there. I believe the Lord gives us these things in life to enjoy, and I'm so grateful for that. I hope that wherever you are as you watch this, that you're warm and safe and enjoying time at home. And thank you for listening.